I am about to dive into a romantic comedy and give it a positive review. 2020 is truly the craziest year of all time. Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is EJ Marino and we are diving in to a brand new romantic comedy drama. This movie had me all up in my feels. We're talking about Shithouse. First and foremost, I can't believe I just said the movie title Shithouse and it's not a weird like Adam Sandler type of movie. It's not a Seth Rogen comedy. It's not even an American Pie type of teen kind of college comedy. This is just a refreshing new version of a romantic comedy I've never seen before. We are following a brand new filmmaker as he is birthing himself as an artist. Cooper Raiff, I'm so bad with names. I don't know what his name is, but I know he is very handsome, very talented, and a damn good actor. This is his debut film. Shithouse comes from him. It is a written, directed, starring project. I love stuff like this. This is an artist getting to tell their singular vision, and this is a vision I really relate to. I really understand. He is a kid who is in his first year of college and trying to figure out life. But it's not one of those like, woe is me. What is this? What is this? This is a kid who's like literally just calling his mom just to talk about what medicine he should take. And I'm pretty sure he knew what medicine. He just wanted that comfort. He talks about it, about the hug you get from a mother. And you don't get that on a college campus. Not even like a literal hug. Just that emotional embrace. So we have his character trying to figure out, Alex, he's just trying to figure out what he is doing in life, where he's doing. He hasn't made friends. His roommate sucks. He's not really there. He's a freshman in college. It's a strange time. I went to film school, which was like a weird artsy technical school, so I didn't have the whole dorm life, the university experience. So I use films like this as a way to get into this kind of universe and explore and let me play. But he wrote a script that feels so relatable. It somehow feels like a very deeply personal film for him, but also something that we've all gone through. The conversations he has with the girl he's interested in, Maggie, the stuff with his roommate, getting high and just like talking about weird stuff. It's just stupid things like that that really work in this movie for me. It just speaks to my soul. It's not a group of 50-year-old men trying to write a script that appeals to the college generation or what they did 30 years ago. This is a kid who is honestly just feels like he's opening up his diary entry to us and going, here's my life. Feel for me, and I felt for you. The character Alex decides to go to a party. This is something he's not really used to. It's not that he's against partying and against drinking and having a good time. He just hasn't felt comfortable. He hasn't felt invited to do this. He hasn't really made those connections that he wanted to, but his roommate tells him about a party. He goes out and runs into Maggie, a girl who's basically working at the college, who's kind of like, you know, helping out. I always forget the people who like run the dorms and basically making sure no one goes crazy. She's one of those, and they ran into each other earlier and had a cute little interaction. He also meets another girl at the party who he's like trying to avoid and dip out on. So when he bumps into Maggie and they really start to like just vibe with each other and they spend a night together, and that night just really, there's adventures. They go and play softball together. They're trying to bury her dead turtle. There's just little stuff like that that just makes this feel so small scale in a way, but so big at the same time. This movie is basically like, there's stuff at the end that kind of time jumps a little bit, but there's just basically, we're following one day of this kid's life, and it's just so honest and so real, and the stuff that they talk about, the stuff that they do, it just feels so organic. And I think that's what really attracts me to this film, is how real it feels. The conversations between Alex and Maggie, how they bump into each other, when they start fighting with each other, when they have a disagreement, just those little things, it feels so real. And it's a pretty fast-paced movie and things just start happening, but it's just so natural. It just feels like I've had nights like this where I met somebody who I thought was going to be the love of my life. Maybe the next day it didn't work out well, and then it grows from there and it just evolves and changes, and it never feels ham-fisted in this film. It never feels like it's just there to be like, oh, and then we're gonna get together at the end and be all cute. No, you know, this movie has a good romantic comedy plot. There's a good romance here, but it's not picture perfect. This isn't how you would imagine this would go. It's exactly how it would happen in real life. It's not one of these imaginary movie stuff where you're like, and then he runs to the airport and saves her. I don't know why I'm thinking of not another teen movie, but still, it's not that type of teen, college-ish kind of film. This is just so real. Again, it felt like, I don't want to say cinema verite because it's a very pretentious film schooly word, but it feels that type of like documentary where I was just like, if this was done with like a shaky like handheld camera, I would have just thought we were following around college students all night. The acting feels so natural. The script feels so real. Again, just little stuff like when you go and you just start to like people's stuff on Instagram, even if it's from like 18 months ago and you're liking it and you're like, this is going to make me look crazy, and sometimes it makes you look a little crazy, but that's just what we do when we're in our feels like this, when we're trying to figure out a relationship. Oh my goodness, Cooper Raiff, whatever your last name is, I want to change it to my last name because you're fine, but also I just love what you created here. If you're watching this review, or if anyone from this PR team is, oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you for making such a honest depiction of young love, especially nowadays. We have so many films that even feel like this naturally, like in the 90s and early 2000s, but nothing feels so current, so relevant as Shithouse. If I'm gonna have to recommend one romance, one kind of just drama, comedy, just one of those genreless films that has it all in it, I would suggest Shithouse. It's a weird title, I know, but it's like the trashy house that you guys all party at. We all know the Shithouse, especially in college. We all know that house. This is the film you need to go. If you're gonna go to a party, make it the Shithouse party, because this is it. It feels so real, so earnest, so natural, so amazing. This is one of my favorite movies of the year. I have not said that yet, how that just popped in my head, but that's how I know it's real. That's how I know it's honest, because it's just there. This movie's, I'm going to think about this movie for quite some time. I've seen a lot of movies I've liked this year. Saint Maud, Invisible Man, Birds of Prey, The Trial of the Chicago 7, but none of them has spoke to me personally quite like this. And not like personally like Saint Maud checked off so many boxes I like as a film. This just felt like someone just depicting honest millennial life, and I get it. I feel you. I just want to thank the filmmakers for this film, because this is exactly what we need right now. Alright guys, what did you think of my review? Let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Alright everyone, let's talk about Shithouse, and hell, tell me your favorite romantic comedy down below.